Welcome to Easy Etudes Talks. Over here, we interview many skilled musicians and experts in order to prove to you that learning music is beneficial for everyone. We will explore personal narratives, opinions of experts, and quantifiable data in order to show why learning music is optimal for many reasons. Today, we will be interviewing Mr. Mathew Chen, who is a very skilled and talented musician. He has experience with busking, which is the art of street performance, and he performs in senior homes as well. He has won many high awards in the prestigious California MTAC program, which we will talk about today. Most importantly, he will show us his amazing story of growth, how he has developed into a very good musician from someone who had hated to even look at pianos. Here he comes now. Hi, Matthew.
Oh,
Hi. So, over here at Easy Etudes, we like to start all of our podcasts off with the same question. What is your favorite genre of music?
thought about this question for a pretty long time, and I feel like my favorite genre of music is going to be classical music.
I love
I mean,
classical.
not necessarily like constrained to the classical period of music. It can also be stuff like romantic contemporary. But overall, I just feel like this kind of music is more structured and organized than other kinds of music like heavy metal, rock, or rap. It's just overall more relaxing and easier to listen to than the other ones. And I find myself like personally enjoying classical music the most.
I see. So you feel that the quality of classical music that compels you the most is like the consistency throughout the music in a way?
Yeah, I would say consistency.
I
Yeah,
see.
yeah. I would say yeah.
You can go.
Oh, yeah. So I feel like a big part of it is consistency. Classical music is definitely the fact that it's more structured makes it overall more consistent and easier to listen to. So I feel
Oh,
like that's why it's my favorite.
that's definitely very true. But in classical music, what song stands out to you the most? There's a vast sea of classical music spread throughout 400, 500 years. There's Baroque, classical, romantic, contemporary. There's so much, like hundreds of thousands. Which is the single song
Yeah,
in classical music that you love the most?
I would say the classical music that I like the most is probably
Hmm.
Clair de Lune
Clair de
because
Lune
it's the first song that when I listened to, it resonated with me the most. It like
resonated.
connected with me to a level that was more than just sounds and like beautiful notes. It made me like really relate to it, and I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah.
it was like yeah, yeah,
Okay. So if you guys don't know what Clair de Lune is, it's a very famous classical song by a composer called Claude Debussy. And Claude Debussy is considered a
yeah.
musical genius. Matthew, when you listen to Clair de Lune, is there any sort of immersion that you feel? Does it take you to any place, like in your head, kind of?
Yeah, I definitely feel, first of all, it's a little nostalgic, of course, and I
Nostalgic?
feel like the way that it's performed, it's really, yeah, it really demonstrates impressionism a lot
Yeah, it
because,
does.
yeah, uh,
Doesn't it does do that a lot. It kind of paints a picture in the head. Usually visual arts does that a lot, but this song is like a prime example of how music can also paint a picture in your head. So yeah, Clair de Lune is a
yeah,
really
yeah, yeah,
fantastic
definitely.
choice for a really good song. So another question,
Thank you.
yeah. So another question I'd like to ask you is describe your first experience with music. as we stated earlier, you started out as someone who didn't really like music, but how did that feel like when you first tried out music? Like, what did you not like about
Yeah, totally. So the first time I actually played the piano, of course, as I mentioned before, it was like forced. It was my parents kind of forced me to play,
it? Yeah,
and at first it wasn't that bad, but around like the 1 year mark, it was absolutely like mortifying to me to practice piano. I would
yeah,
hate it so much. I would often like curl up on a ball on the sofa and start like smashing objects. Like I hated it so much. Uh,
yeah.
like it's just sometimes just not being able to play the notes correctly. I just hated it so much. Of course, now I think I got over that. I learned that it's more important to keep on practicing even when it feels really hard. And that really that really challenged me at the beginning when I first started piano.
I see. So it seems that when you first started it out, you didn't like it to a really great extent, but now you love music
Yeah.
to an even greater extent. Do you have
Yeah, I would
a
say now yeah,
yeah, go on.
yeah, it plays like playing the piano now plays a massive role in my life compared to what it used to be. It used to be just like a forced hobby, but now I feel like it's extremely prevalent in my activities and everything.
I see. Was there like a specific inciting moment though? Like a turning point that caused you to become from like, oh, I hate piano to like, I love piano. Like, was there something that caused that curve to go up for you to start liking piano a lot
Yeah,
more?
I know what you mean. I would say, yeah, I know what you mean. I would say it's more gradual than something more like I hate it. Now I love it. I would say once like my piano playing really started like sounding like something until it wasn't just random gibberish. That's when I really started like enjoying it. I realized that by playing the piano, I can actually like create something beautiful, and that's like kind of cool.
See,
And that really inspired me to keep on playing and become what I have today.
yeah. Do you think it was caused by the shift of playing from like beginner skills to actual music? Do you think that caused the shift in a way?
Yeah,
Uh,
I would say that's definitely one important factor.
yeah,
Another factor might be I just play the piano a lot, and I eventually just get accustomed, and I start not to hate it that much. And I learned that practicing the piano doesn't always have to be as grueling as I make it.
I see. Yeah. So viewers, as Matthew stated here, when you first start up any instrument, it's not going to be something like immediately, oh wow, this is great. It's more going to be a long run. It's going to be an investment in the long run, and it's going to start out as something
Yeah, definitely.
that's a burden. Yeah, but it's going to start growing into something that'll completely shape your life. So, do you agree with that, Matthew?
Yeah, I completely agree with what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. So, adding on to what we've just discussed now, there are many benefits of knowing music. Like the most common one is like you can impress your friends, you know a new instrument. It's a hobby. It's like
Yeah.
a piece of your identity. What do you think is another benefit of knowing music that's like more of like a personal quality scale? Like for example, it could be like improved discipline, memory, concentration, communities.
Yeah, for me, I would say the two main takeaways that I got from piano, the first thing is my perseverance. So I managed to turn piano from something I hate, something I initially disliked, to something that now plays a really important life in my activities and everything. And I feel like this really has to do with perseverance. Uh, the fact that I was able to practice the piano even when I didn't like it, that really trained my perseverance. And today, it reminds me that even when I don't want to do something, even if it's right, I should still do it. For example, whether that's just doing my homework instead of like playing video games, it just helps build like determination, resilience, and perseverance overall. And the second thing is that playing the piano, like as of today, I not only do I play the piano like for myself for a hobby or anything, I
Yeah,
play it like for the others around me, and it really t helped me realize that I can use my gifts to help the community around me. And I feel like this is really important about for all of my activities, like the fact that I need to learn how to apply it to today and be able to like make it
yeah.
something that I can give to others, you know?
So you're basically saying that you use your skills in piano to serve your community in a certain way. So you're sharing the joy with
Yeah,
others. I
yeah,
see. So you
yeah, I
have
would
told
say
me,
that.
yeah. So you have told me earlier that you were aligned with an organization called Soundscope, where you play for,
Soundtrack, yeah.
yes, where you play for, where you play for the public community. Could you elaborate more on your role in that and how you have used your skills to translate to community that way?
Yeah, I would say as a member of Soundshine, I would be an active participant and go to all of the events that we host. For example, some events that we would do include going to senior homes and performing
Senior
for
homes.
elderly people,
That's
especially
awesome.
people who just haven't had too much interaction with the outside world. We believe that it's really, really nice for them to be able to like listen to some music or overall it's just gonna make them very happy, you know. And
Yeah,
we also do stuff like fundraising. For example, just a few months ago, we raised a benefit recital where we would like sell tickets for people who were interested in hearing us perform. And we managed to
that's awesome.
raise like $2,000, $3,000 from that. And we're
That's
planning to like give it to local food shelters. Yeah, thank you.
yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
that's really beautiful. The way you're saying that you use your certain skills, you use that to like help others that are in dire need of it. That's something that every musician, that's a quality that every musician should have. And I think that's really great that you're doing
Thank you.
that. On that note, what does music mean to you personally, though? Like, you have used it to help others, but what does it mean to you, to Mathew Chen? What does it mean to you?
Music to me is
Yeah,
just like a hobby that I can like constantly strive to improve. And overall, I would just say whether I'm performing it or I'm listening to it, it's just a form of relaxation.
you could, it could be a form of relaxation. I definitely agree with you on that
Yeah.
one. How, how though has music changed you as a person? Like, when you first started out in elementary school and from there all the way until freshman year, what do you think you have now that music that you didn't have back then? Other than of course, discipline, helping your community, love for music, a new hobby, a skill. What do you think you have other than that that you have gained throughout your journey?
Yeah. I think for me, it would be passion. So for many of my things before, I would kind of just like half my effort in there and half like do something else, if that makes sense. But
Yeah,
I feel like what piano has really taught me is to put my passion in whatever I'm doing and do it as well as I can possibly do it. I feel like that might have just been the thing that made me like not dislike piano as much as I used to. So I
passion.
think that putting passion in the things that I do every day is extremely important, whether that's in music or whatever. And it's just gonna overall enhance whatever you're doing, like on multiple levels. It's gonna make yourself like do it better, and to others, it's really obvious that you're enjoying what you're doing. And
Yeah.
yeah,
It is commonly thought that it takes skill and discipline to excel in certain topics.
but it's more widely seen nowadays that it takes more of passion and discipline. And I feel
Yeah,
like
I totally
you've
agree.
combined both of those paths to grow more into like a musician that serves others and serves in the community. What do you
Yeah.
think about that? Do you think that's true? It's more of passion instead of skill, like natural
I
skill.
agree with what you were saying. It's about like yeah, I feel like it's like half and half. You can have completely you're like the best piano player in the world, but if you don't actually have the passion in it, you'll never be as good as someone who has passion. Like you
I
simply
agree.
won't be able to connect with the audience the way that a passionate person will. But at the same time, if you're really passionate about it, but you do nothing to actually like be better at playing the piano, that isn't
Yeah,
going to be really effective either because you won't have the technical abilities to convey the passionate message you're trying to send.
that is definitely true. Yeah. So you're saying that passion is completely more than that being naturals. Like, if you're, suppose you had a person that was as good as like Chopin at the piano, but they had no passion for it whatsoever. But if
Yeah.
you had like a 3-year-old that has a ton of passion for piano, but cannot like sit on the chair, you think that 3-year-old would be more beneficial to the piano in some sort of way through potential or,
Well, of course, the 3-year-old can't really do anything on the piano,
yeah,
but I would say if the 3-year-old was to put more effort and invest more in it, he would definitely exceed the capabilities of someone without passion, like someone as good as
definitely.
Chopin can be.
Yeah, that's an awesome way to put it. Do you have anything else you would like to say on your, perhaps it's your piano journey, different qualities of learning music, or anything you would like to say to the audience? Try to try to convince them that learning an instrument would be a really great thing to do. Do you have anything at all you'd like to say?
Yeah, there's one thing a lot of people I've seen in my life, they would try piano maybe for a year and then they would just quit because it's too
Yeah,
hard. For example, my brother, he switched to the saxophone because he thought playing the piano was like just too difficult. And what I would encourage you to do is give it like another 1 or 2 years before you actually make a decision because you never know if you just put in this much more effort and invest this much more in it, you might just end up liking it and making it one of your most central activities in your life. I would really just say give it more of a try and put more passion into it.
yeah, definitely. This is very deeply connected to what we were discussing earlier of how like enjoyment of piano is like a curve. It's gradual. Yeah, it's really deeply connected to that.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
would you like to have anything else to say to the audience as a really great pianist and someone who serves the community? Any advice or anything?
I would just say remember that your skills can be used beyond just playing the piano for yourself and just keep playing passionately. Yeah,
I
that's
see.
all.
I see. It was really great talking to you today, Matthew. Me and the
Yeah, thank
audience
you. You too.
were have learned a lot more about what it means to grow as a pianist and serve your community. And yeah, it was a really great privilege to talk to you today. All right, I'll see you.
Yeah. Thanks. See ya.
Bye. See you.
Today, Mr. Chen taught us about the art of growth in music. His personal testimony of how he hated every bit of music to how he was able to make something beautiful should be a motivation to all to pursue an instrument. He taught us that learning anything will start out hard, but once you start to realize how good it really is, you end up loving it. He has also taught us the gift of sharing the art, how his alignment with an organization has led to many people in the community improving their lives. It was an awesome experience talking to Mr. Chen today, and I hope that everybody watching this podcast learns what it means to grow and share your talent. It was a great honor to talk to our guests in season 1, from a strong community leader to a competitive pianist to an awesome example of growth and enrichment in the art. Stay tuned for season 2, where we talk to even more guests just as special as these three.